Today's random read is going to be Moby Dick, or The Whale, by Herman Melville. I have read this book before, and I give it a thumbs up. I give it many stars. It was a very good, interesting book, especially if you want to know how to kill a whale. I'm tempted to not do a random read because there's very many passages that I very much liked in this book, but I'm going to leave it to the fates, and it is going to be random 100%. There's a lot of book there to pick from, so we will find something. It's probably going to be about whales. There's a lot of whale stuff going on in here. I mean, it's like a master class in whales. Maybe not like by today's standards, I guess, but it's pretty whale centric. There's a lot of fucking whales. That's what I'm trying to say. So anyway, random read. We're looking for a random page. This is it. Ooh, this is okay. I'm gonna when I find it starts at a chapter, I'm going to move to the next page so that it's not so coherent. Mighty a magnitude, all his proportions are so stately, that the same deficiency which in the sculpted hove were hideous, in him is no blemish at all. Nay, it is an added grandeur. A nose to the whale would have been impertinent, as on your physiognomical, as on your physiognomical voyage, you sail around his vast head in your jolly boat. Your noble conceptions of him are never insulted by the reflection that he has a nose to behold. A pestilent conceit, which so often will insist upon obtruding even when beholding the mightiest royal beadle on his throne. In some particulars, perhaps the most imposing physiognomical view to be had of the sperm whale is that of the full front of his head. This aspect is sublime. In thought, a fine brow is like the east when troubled with the morning. In the repose of the pasture, the curled brow of the bull has a touch of the grand in it, pushing heavy cannon up mountain defiles. The elephant's brow is majestic, human or animal. The mystical brow is as that great golden seal affixed by the German emperors to their decrees. It signifies God, done this day by my hand. But in most creatures, nay, in man himself, very often the brow is but a mere strip of alpine land lying near the snow line. Few are the foreheads which, like Shakespeare's or Melanchthon's rise so high and descend so low that the eyes themselves seem clear, eternal, tideless mountain lakes, and all above them in the forehead's wrinkles you seem to track the antlered thoughts descending there to drink, as the highland hunters track the snow prints of the deer. But in the great sperm whale, this high and mighty god-like dignity inherent in the brow is so immensely amplified that gazing on it in that full frontal view, you feel the deity and the dread powers more forcibly than in beholding any other object in living nature, for you see no one point precisely. Not one distinct feature is revealed. No nose, eyes, ears, or mouth. No face. He has none proper. Nothing but that one broad firmament of forehead, pleated with riddles, dumbly lowering with the doom of boats and ships and men. Nor in profile does this wondrous brow diminish, though that way viewed, its grandeur does not domineer upon you so. In profile, you plainly perceive that horizontal, semi-crescentic depression in the forehead's middle, which in man is a lavater's mark of genius. But how? Genius in the sperm whale? Has the sperm whale ever written a book, spoken a speech? No. His great genius is declared in his doing nothing particular to prove it. Yeah. It is moreover declared in his pyramidal silence. It is moreover declared in his pyramidal silence. And this reminds me that had the great sperm whale been known to the young Orient world, he would have been deified. He would have been deified by their children, Magian, their child. Had the sperm whale been known to the young Orient world, he would have been deified by their child Magian thoughts. They deified crocodiles of the Nile because the crocodile is tongueless and the sperm whale has no tongue, or at least it is so exceedingly small as to be incapable of protrusion. If hereafter any highly cultured poetic nation shall lure back to their birthright the merry May-Day gods of old and livingly enthrone them again in the now egotistical sky, in the now unhunted hill, then be sure, exalted to Hove's high seat, the great sperm whale shall lord it. Champollion deciphered in the wrinkled granite hieroglyphics. But there is no Champollion to decipher the Egypt of every man's and every being's face. Physiognomy, like every other human science, is but a passing fable. Yeah. If then Sir William Jones, who reads in 30 languages, could not read the simplest peasant's face in its profounder and more subtle meanings, how may unlettered Ishmael hope to read the awful Chaldee of the sperm whale's brow? I but put that brow before you. Read it if you can. Yeah. Good. That was good. I like this. It's odd because it sort of sounds a lot. I don't know. It doesn't. It's different. That's the whole point. It's just a bunch of words, but it's different than those other books so far. Number one of random reads. I like this one and the two balls. Thus far, the other ones almost completely forgotten, 100%, because they were so boring and stupid and such a waste of time. I can't. I don't know. I don't want to yuck anybody else's yum, but I think it's important to forget stuff. I like this one though.